All right. Next matter is Mohammed Idris for arraignment on case number 3A 0257205, State versus Mohammed Idris. Charges vehicle operator refused to comply with the police officer. There are two infraction charges as well. 3A 0096934. It's violation of a special trip permit. And 3A 0096933. Failure to obey traffic control device and failure to renew as expired.
Whoa, from the very first seconds, it's obvious this isn't your standard traffic hearing. Watch how Idris immediately challenges the court's authority. This is classic sovereign citizen behavior. He's setting up verbal defenses before the judge even asks a question. And trust me, this will only get more chaotic from here. Quick question for you all. Have you ever seen someone argue with a judge like this before? Comment below.
Listed as Mohammed, authorized representative for Mohammed Idris. Is that right?
First of all, I object to public defender saying that I'm pro se, which I am not. And I would like to request for continuance due to I made a request for discovery, and I was informed there was no answer, and I did not get any voicemail. And out of the 3 cases, I only received notice for 2. 1 is missing. I don't have the paperwork for that. Due for that reason, I would like to get a continuous. That's the estate on the trust. I'm the authorized representative on behalf of the estate that the court is trying to administer.
Well, the state's not charging the estate. The state is charging Mohammed Idris. So that's who we need to address. Is that you, is my question. Well, you're here asking for a continuance because you want something else. I have to know who it is that is requesting the continuance and how you speak on behalf of Mohammed Idris.
Notice the judge's patience being tested here. Idris refuses to give a straight answer, twisting legal terms and redefining himself as the estate's representative. It's a masterclass in courtroom chaos. Words are weapons. Logic is ignored, and every response creates more confusion. For viewers, this is where understanding legal procedure really matters. The estate isn't charged, the person is.
The estate is not being charged with the criminal offense. Mohammed Ismail Idris is being charged with criminal offenses. But you only got 2 of the 3 notices. Which charges did you get notice of? Did you get notice for the failure to obey traffic signal?
I object to you're saying this has nothing to do with the estate. It has everything to do with the estate and the trust that's being charged.
Argumentative, Mr. Idris, but the estate wasn't driving the vehicle. I suspect the city is, or the state will try to prove that Mohammed is in this case.
I object. That's a hearsay. The court is assuming and presume continue with the continuous. I'll appreciate it.
Well, I'm going to ask the city, or the state rather, to charge ending in, or the case number ending in 7205, which is the vehicle operator refusing to comply with the officer.
The charge of refusal to give information on May 11th, 2023, Officer Kelsler responded to a request for assistance from Officer Turner, who had performed a traffic stop on a commercial motor vehicle that was traveling in a left lane prohibited. Proceed. The driver was later ID'd by his DOL photo on file as Mohammed.
This is where it gets interesting. Idris's objections collide with the prosecutor's calm, factual account. You can almost feel 2 different languages clashing. One grounded in law, one in conspiracy. Every time Idris objects louder, it's clear he's not after justice. He's after defiance. Think about that. Is this clever strategy or just a way to stall? Drop your thoughts below.
Is it my turn to speak?
All right, Mr. Idris, it's now your turn. Go ahead.
I object. I requested for continuous, and I was not informed if it was denied or granted. To move forward, I prefer physically present. instead of a Zoom call if you guys decide to continue. The reason I need the continuance is out of the 3 cases, the case number, I only got 2 notices, not the 3rd one. One is missing. And also I requested for discovery. And they said I have to get hold of the prosecutor office. And I got hold of the prosecutor office. There's no email for me to request for the discovery. The only way is a phone number. When I called the phone number, nobody answered. Can you guys continue without, I don't even have any discovery. So I don't know what's up against me. I don't have the details of the discovery.
Ms. Mann just repeated what she believes the state will be able to prove in this case.
There's not a proper notice.
Mr. Idris, hold on. It may be that the 2 infraction numbers appeared on the same document, case ending in 933 and case ending in 934, since they're both infractions. And then the second one would end in 205, which is a criminal charge. So that's a possibility. But based on your request to have this set over, we will set out the arraignment and you may appear in person. There's nothing stopping you from appearing in person.
I object. I'm not a mister.
Pardon me?
I say I object. I want to make a correction. You called me mister. I'm not a mister. Mister.
Is your address still on in Seattle, mailing address?
I don't have an address. I have a location, a private location I can only receive for mail-in purposes only, for notices.
Is that a P.O. box in Tukwila?
That ends with, there's a dash at the end, 9998. There's 999 and 8. Those 4 digits is very important to put it on there.
So 8-888-9?
No.
This moment is surreal. He objects to being called Mr. and refuses to give a standard mailing address. Sovereign citizens often see basic civility as control. Every title or zip code can be a battleground. For viewers, this is a reminder, sometimes courtroom drama isn't just about law, it's psychological warfare. Could this approach ever work in real court? Let us know.
That's my mail-in location where I can receive notices only.
We can't address notice to you at 9998. I need more than that. What happens, Mr. Idris, is if you don't respond to this, there's going to be a warrant issued for your arrest. We have to give you notice first. That's what we're trying to get established here.
I object. Notices can be sent to me through my private email as
Are you
well.
going to give us that private email?
Your Honor, good afternoon. This is DPA Tom Farrow. Before we proceed beyond this case, I'd like to address the court.
Mailing address here. Mr. Idris, we have 2 addresses from the Department of Licensing. One is on Avenue in Seattle, and the other is a P.O. box in Tukwila. If you're not willing to email address, we're going to just send notice to those 2 as requested.
Just before we go on.
All right, Mr. Farrow, let's hear from you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was listening on the YouTube. I wanted to address the court just to highlight the fact that Mr. Idris, on at least 2 of these cause numbers, there are citations in the record. Those were handed to him, and he was advised of the upcoming court date. That's kind of my first point. So I think, I don't know when he was first scheduled for arraignment, but it looks like this has been going on for a little bit. If the court wants to continue on those 2 matters, I'm happy to. I mean, it says here, it's checked the box for the ticket was served on the violator. Something to one of these email addresses, but I would also urge the court to note that if you look on JABS, we've tried sending mail to Mr. Idris. It is not, or it's been returned. Finally, Your Honor.
Here's the breaking point. The judge takes control and enters a not guilty plea on Idris's behalf. Even when someone denies reality, the legal system keeps moving. This is a powerful lesson. Authority doesn't need to argue or fight to enforce the law. Calm professionalism and procedure are enough. Pause and reflect. How would you react if confronted with someone like Idris in court?
Doing any of that. He's just waiting for my silence, acquiescence. So I object to everything.
Mohammed Idris, he makes a good point. If you're going to argue that you are a representative for Mr. Idris, full appearance in court yet today, and therefore that would lead to the potential issuance of a bench warrant for your arrest for not showing up. So can we resolve that question at least, that Mohammed Idris?
I object. Again, it's what you're saying. Everybody in the court is saying is assumptions, presumptions. Tacit agreement is a hearsay. You cannot use a hearsay or assumption and presumption in court. And I am not a representative. Like I said I am authorized representative or an agent or an executor of the estate on behalf of the...
Finding probable cause today for the charges. I'm finding that Mohammed Idris did appear today, even though he argued and objected that he was appearing on behalf of an estate or a trust. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty to these charges, and I'm going to set a pretrial hearing in this matter. Now, Mr. Idris, or Mohammed Idris, sorry, you may contact the prosecutor's office by writing. You have an email address that we have for you. We're going to send notice to the 2 addresses that Department of Licensing has.
And finally, notice the ending. No shouting, no theatrics, just silence. The judge demonstrates a masterclass in authority. Patience and adherence to truth outweigh anger or confrontation. The courtroom proves a simple point sometimes. The strongest power is subtle, professional, and unshakable. What do you think? Did Idris get under the judge's skin at all? Comment your take.
Okay. Mohammed Idris, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you about this. I can accept the sworn testimony of the officer who testified that he, in his citation, that he going to continue to raise those arguments when you come back to court on the 23rd. That's fine. You can do that at that time. But we're not going to entertain any further arguments on that matter today.
But again, I know where this case is headed. I have to object on the record that the person who claims to be some part of a state or whatever does not appear to be a licensed attorney on behalf of any other party. If Mr. Idris would like to proceed pro se, I would ask that the court read or go through the pro se call.
Understand that?
I'm not the decedent.
Idris, you're attempting to create a roadblock that there seems to be no way around. Mr. Farrow makes a good point.
Is he saying I'm the decedent? Is that what he's saying?
Are you, Mr. Mohammed Idris, are you representing yourself today in this case? Are you going to represent yourself on August 23rd when you come back to court?
It's impossible to represent myself, is it not?
You are, if you represent yourself, you are held to the same standards that an attorney is held to in terms of understanding the law and procedures of court if you choose to represent yourself.